Hey everybody, good to talk to y'all again. This is my try number 2 of recording this video because I recorded one and something messed up with the sound about halfway through, so hopefully I'll make it through this time without it messing up. I know some of y'all been wondering where I've been. And I've gotten some comments saying, when are you going to do another video blog? And I've tried. Every time I sit down to do one, something happens. So hopefully I can get through this one before Russ and Damaris get home. The first thing I want to start out with today is an apology. I talked to someone who watched my last video blog and talked to me about some concerns. Well, one primary concern that had to do with the connection I was making about with fibromyalgia and diabetes, and I guess not the connection, the I can't think of the word, the difference that I was trying to make between the two, and I spoke out of my experience with seeing someone with diabetes, and this other person was speaking out of their experience with a family member with diabetes that was much different than what I was talking about, and it really bothered this person. And so I've apologized to her, but I also wanted to apologize to y'all in case I offended anyone. That was not my intention at all, and I'm very sorry if it came across that way. And I will do my best to not let that happen again. Oops, sorry, I thought I turned my phone off, but I did not. Now it is. I'll do my best in the future to make sure I research things better, so that I don't make a mistake like that, because I definitely do not want to offend, people or give incorrect information in these videos that I make. Okay, the second thing, see, now this video is going much smoother because I know actually what I'm going to talk about, because like I said, I recorded this video once already. The last one I was like, what else did I want to talk about? But y'all don't even have to see that because now I know what I want to talk about. Second thing, and I don't remember if I told y'all about this or not, because I don't remember if when I recorded the last video, if I had seen my rheumatologist again or not. So in case I didn't, here's the backstory. I saw my rheumatologist again, and when I did, I talked to him about a prescription for a scooter, because my job requires me to be on my feet pretty much a large percentage of the time, as well as the overnights and 24-hour on calls that I do, which require me to be on my feet a lot. And I'm having, I think I told y'all in one of the earlier videos about my stability issues, the falling that I keep doing, and as well as when I have to walk somewhere and have been having to do it repeatedly over the course of the day and or night, it gets to a point where I have to stop and catch my breath every so often because my body is just not wanting to keep doing that amount of walking. So I talked to him, and he agreed and gave me the prescription, and I contacted my insurance, and they connected me with a rehab company that kind of had to be the go-between to deal with everything. And when I talked to the rehab company, one of the questions they asked me was about where my pain is primarily with my fibromyalgia. They said, we realize that you have all over pain, but where is it primarily? And so I told them it's in my back and hips and legs primarily. And when I told them that, the woman I was working with, she was concerned about using a scooter because it would not provide support for the back and hips. It would for the legs, but not for the back and hips. and she suggested a power chair instead, which would provide support for all 3 areas in addition to the rest of my body. And so she contacted my doctor, and he agreed with her once he talked to her about that. And so they changed the prescription. A home health care nurse had to come out and do an assessment with me. My doctor had to write this massive letter, and there was tons of other paperwork that had to be done. And then the rehab company submitted it to insurance. And I was told when they submitted it to insurance that it could take anywhere between 5 business days and 4 weeks to hear anything from the insurance company. And thankfully, we heard back from them in just a week and 2 days with an affirmation that they would cover the chair. So the rehab company said the next step is they place the order for the chair with the manufacturer, because the manufacturer will be making it custom to size for me. When the home health care nurse was out, she took measurements. So they'll be making that to size, and then once the manufacturer finishes constructing it, it will be shipped to a provider here in Houston, who will then deliver the chair to me and teach me how to use it. So tomorrow will have been a week, so hopefully in the next week to 2 weeks I'll have that. Hopefully they gave us a longer estimate, like they did with the hearing from the insurance company, and I'll actually have it sooner. We'll see, but by the end of the month I definitely should have it. So that is a huge blessing, and I think it will provide me a way to continue doing this work, because I didn't know how I was going to keep doing this work if I didn't have some support. I'm already using a cane, but that doesn't provide as much support as was needed. So hopefully I'll be able to conserve some energy by using the chair, and we'll go from there. Let's see. I told y'all I remembered everything I talked about, and I really don't. Okay, another thing was some people have asked me, now that I'm getting the chair, they were like, how are you going to exercise? Because right now, the majority of my exercise is through all the walking I do at the hospital, which is a ton. But with using the chair, I won't be getting that exercise. So what we decided to do is to make use of our pool here in our apartment complex. We actually have 2 pools, but neither of them are heated. So they've been too cold, even with the warm Houston weather we're having. They've been too cold to use because the water had to warm back up. But this week we're finally able to start using them. So we went for the first time yesterday. All 3 of us went. And Russ and I did some water jogging as well as swimming laps. We did just over 1/5 of a mile, which I think is pretty good for a start. And we hope to do that 3 times a week at least, and build up to further distances. And that way we're all getting some exercise and spending some time together as a family, and you know, working on our health as well. I know there's something else I talked about in the other video, and I have no clue what it was. Oh, I remember. Okay. I was talking about the fact that after my on-calls, I'm finding that the day after, while I'm having, you know, significant pain and exhaustion, that the pain is actually worse on the second day after the on-call. And wondering if anybody else with fibromyalgia experiences something similar, where you do some major activity or something and the pain is actually worse 2 days out than it is the day after. and then it takes me usually at least 1 to 2 days more, depending on how bad the on-call was, to get back to what my normal is, which is definitely not everybody's normal, but what my normal is. For example, I was on call Sunday, and yesterday, Tuesday, was really bad pain and exhaustion. And now today, it's not quite as bad, Wednesday. So hopefully by tomorrow, I'll be getting back to normal. It might be Friday, but we'll just see how that goes. But just curious if anybody else has the same experience. I think that's everything that I talked about in the last video. If you have comments, questions, please leave them for me. I would love to talk with y'all about the videos. So it's not just a one-way monologue, but actually can be a discussion. So feel free to comment, ask questions, tell me, yay, Cece, this was great, boo, Cece, this was horrible. Be nice though, please. But let me know what you think, and hopefully it won't take me as long next time to get a video done. Hopefully next time I'll have my chair and I can show that to y'all. And I think that's everything. So peace. See you next time.